What's up, people? Back with more Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and last time we finished the last side quest for the second visit to Prague, the Stalker and Fade to Black. I think there was another one. I think that was it. And yeah, we turns out one of our TF-29 members, Vince Black, had gone off the deep end and tried to play gangster and agent, and well, it eventually got him killed. It was quite the tragedy, and we eventually tracked down Stanek, who's apparently the father of the bomb maker responsible for what happened to Ruzicka. But I don't want to do that, at least not for this playthrough. I want to save that for a second one. I'm thinking of aiming for the Juggernaut Collective path, and then later on, when I have time off, I'm gonna redo the game and do a TF-29 playthrough. I think, you know, unlike Human Revolution, where as multi-layered as it was, if you paid enough attention and did everything, well, right, and I say right relatively since there's so many ways you could do things, you could get the desired path you wanted in that game. Whereas with Mankind Divided, it's not so simple. There's a lot more forks in the road that wildly diverge from what you would like to do. And if anything, it's variety and extra reason to redo the game, if anything else, on top of the fact that I've never been this stressed out over my desired path in a game for a very long time. I'm used to, even in past RPG games like the Mass Effect games, or, of course, like I said, Human Revolution, I'm, being able to exploit and find my desired path in the game, but not so much here, so it really emphasizes your choices to a degree I've not experienced in a long time. Probably not since Dragon Age Origins, I want to say. I would also say Splinter Cell Double Agent did it in a way too, where it was like where playing through that game is a prolonged anxiety attack, with how Sam Fisher had to, maintain his cover while at the same time subverting the schemes of the terror cell he's infiltrated. So it's closer to that game than anything, but we'll see how it goes. And when after I've beaten this first playthrough, I'll eventually come back and do a second one. I also need to do some of the DLCs attached to it as well, but I'll get to that when I get to that. And apparently I'm supposed to get the heist mission once I'm close to one of the metro terminals. However, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna trigger the mission yet. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go trigger it. But then before I actually go do the heist itself, I want to head back to base, because apparently Dr. Ozen leaves a note in Miller's office and I completely missed it. So I want to go do that bit before I go head to the mission proper. If it triggers, at least I hope it does. It's not triggering yet.
I can't go on like this.
Can't defend against that kind of team.
Now it is.
You okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Prokazka district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
Allison or the bank?
What today?
Told me to come to the apartment complex before Allison's friends kill her. Where Janice says there's information on the Orchid, the substance that might have killed Rucker, inside the vault. Have to pull a bank heist to get it. So yeah, this is what I mean. Like, Human Revolution did not have this. I mean, it was multi-layered to the 11th power, but it never diverged in ways like this. So Eidos really upped the stress factor in this regard. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the bank for this playthrough, and when I do a second playthrough, I will do Allison. So that way we can I can show off and we can experience both sides of the story in their own little respective playthroughs. So here we go. Bank. But before I go there, I'm going to head back to base for a brief moment.
Used to be a beautiful city.
Now, I'm keenly aware that had I talked to the bank manager, I would have gotten more leeway to explore the place without being hampered, but because I stupidly knocked the guy out and didn't reload a save to prevent that from happening, I'm gonna have to do the heist the old-fashioned long way. Not what I had in mind, but hey, that's what happens when first-time player error is involved. If there is one thing I'm a little disappointed about so far with Mankind Divided, there's a considerable lack of boss fights. At least I assume Marchenko is the final boss of the game. I mean, a lot of people complained about the bosses in Human Revolution as they were too simplistic. But I appreciated them. Well, I appreciated them more when I played the director's cut, which massively expanded on everything. I need to see you when you can, Delara. Yep, she left a note, and I didn't even notice it because I'm so used to pickups.
Gotta look at the obvious first, right?
Security, infirmary, psychiatrist. Alright, so let's go talk to the good doctor again.
You know my door's always open. Except, of course, when it's not. I hope you find something in Black's office.
Or not. Maybe we talk to her later.
I don't think those people...
Of course the police don't want him there.
Well, I guess the wiki failed me. I don't know, maybe we talk to her again later, I'm not sure. And if I missed it, well, tough shit. I'll have to go immediately talk to her after leaving the virtual world on the second playthrough. This is Yeah, the game is so detailed that it borders on the gratuitous sometimes, and it's easy to miss a lot.
Hate to see these folks.
Well,
Alex, did Janus actually have a plan for this robbery? Or does he expect me to shoot my way to the vault?
He had someone slip a package into the bank manager's car.
Someone?
It's parked in the employee parking garage. Let me know when you've got it. I'm glad you're doing this, Adam.
alrighty then. Before I go in, let me check my frogs. I think I'll level up my batteries, so that way my stealth is execute takedowns without canceling the effect. They won't even know what hit them. But I think I'm gonna save that one for now. Titan armor could be useful at some point, but I want to see if we eventually upgrade the system status. So I'm not gonna buy anything else yet. Uh-oh. They all heard and saw me. Shit. Maybe I should get that invisible takedown. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, especially since I did not get the special access from the manager since I knocked him out. Well, that makes things even more easy. Practically a cakewalk. New parking code. Let everyone know about the code and that they should be using their clickers whenever possible. Mr. Janisek, we've updated the security code for the garage to 5136. Shouldn't affect the automatic door openers. Had some issues with them lately. Better let those affected know in case. Still be checking everyone who uses the garage, of course. David Moore. Mr. Moore! I used to see a couple of videos from this one channel called Mr. Moore. He was kind of hilarious in that ragey, nitpicky way. I can't remember the last time I watched the videos. He kind of just he's like one of those YouTubers that are super slow to update. So I don't know if he's ever updated on anything. I need to resubscribe to him. And someone left a comment, so let me bring you up. Like the thing that comes to my memory is like he'd refer to Titanfall as Titanfail. Can't really disagree with him on that one. What did I miss? What'd you miss? No, you didn't really miss anything, really. I only just started about 2 minutes ago. Retrieve the package. That didn't work. Okay, apparently I get knocked out of a cloak whenever I use a weapon. That sucks. So yeah, I'm trying to break into a bank to get find something on the Orchid, which is this bioweapon that apparently is responsible for poisoning and killing Rucker. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again, and I'm gonna save again, so... where's the battery? There it is. What is their pattern? What is their pattern? Key card. Another key card. Okay, so it just replaces the duplicate. Let me check the map for a sec. What is the floor plan?
heard something.
Soccer ball. Anything new on the security? Not really. I'm surprised I never turned the security back on. Nah, those slobs just left it that way. But they did add more stuff in the top floors, though. So that's worrisome. I love that they added that. So we're looking for a package. That is it, apparently.
Okay, Alex, I got the package. Now what?
There's supposed to be a data rod and an access card inside, but the card is blank. Janus said we need to imprint it with biometrics from an active account holder.
So what? Kidnap somebody and steal their DNA?
Maybe next week. Tonight we can get what's needed from an office on the 3rd floor. According to a contact, the bank keeps clients' profiles on a secure terminal there.
So all I gotta do is get through security to find it. Great.
Sadly, yes. I am curious, though. Is there anything down here, or am I... Yeah, it's further down. Corporate vaults. I could sneak in through the back door, but let's play it by ear. Package from Janus.
Welcome to Palisade. We get few augmented clients and visitors, sir.
Absolutely secure. Data extractors have never breached.
Jensen, it's Smiley. Your friend, Nomad Stanek, escaped custody. Agent Riley said he was...
Yeah, I heard. His daughter's in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble? You know where they are? Adam, you need to go find them, both of them, before it's too late.
I'm on it.
I can't. Who's that guy? I gotta go upstairs.
Welcome to Palisade Property Bank. Minor audio. I'll check.
Where are you, Mr. Jensen? You said you were coming.
I got caught up in something. I'll be there soon, Mr. Stanek.
There is no more soon. You are too late. My little girl is gone. She's gone to their ascension.
Mr. Stanek. Nomad. Shit.
Yup. Couldn't do it.
Really made their...
Yeah, they don't allow you to do both, which kind of sucks. I mean that in both a good way and in a bad way. Although personally, being the kind of RPG player I am, I'm leaning towards bad. Ugh. Like one of my I think any gamer's longest abiding dream is to play the super roboteer, but unfortunately you can't save everyone.
Absolutely secure. Data extract.
Jensen, it's Smiley. Your friend, Nomad Stanek, escaped custody. Agent Riley said he was...
Yeah, I heard. His daughter's in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble? You know where they are? Adam, you need to go find them, both of them, before it's too late.
I'm on it.
Shit. Yep, I'm gonna have quite the time on my hands. I'm gonna have to go into the security room. I need to divert. Ugh. That sucks, man. You can either do one or the other. Yeah, in other games like Skyrim, you can go and work for a freaking assassin group and murder the Emperor, and yet all at the same time conscript yourself and work for his soldiers. What kind of mindfuck is that shit?
Absolutely secure.
Jensen, it's Smiley. Your friend, Nomad Stanek, escaped custody. Agent Riley said he was...
Yeah, I heard. His daughter's in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble? You know where they are? Adam, you need to go find them, both of them, before it's too late.
I can't do it. Security. It's another save.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Heard something. We'll report.
Okay.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful...
When in doubt, go to security. Always security.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Say... Oh, this camera's off. They're all off. Disabled. So the cameras are down, but the robots and guns are, but the robots were left. And I couldn't disable the robots last time, but now they added turrets. Except for that camera. VersaLife. I don't think I can do that yet. Do I have a VersaLife card? DF-29. Tarvos Vault. I have. Taeyong Medical I already used. No, I don't have one yet.
Where are you, Mr. Jensen? You said you were coming.
I got caught up in something. I'll be there soon, Mr. Stanek.
There is no more soon. You are too late. My little girl is gone. She's gone to their ascension.
Mr. Stanek. Nomad. Shit.
Yup. Too late. That sucks. Bionic. Encryptor. Anything on the security. Alarm is off. That's off. Wait a minute. Turn off the camera. On that one.
Alex, you still with me? I'm accessing the biometric terminal now. How's this supposed to work?
The way Janus explained it, malware on the card will look for the profile of an authorized VersaLife representative and clone it.
I thought he said the card was blank.
Technically, I said it. Sorry. But the card should be active now. Find the elevator to the basement and try it.
Ah. VersaLife key card. And Janus's data rod. Miller's gonna be pissed. Where are we in relation to... I'm very tempted to check all the offices again. Because of extra stuff. Some of them plot related.
Might have heard something. Come on.
getting back.
No, all green lights here. There was some activity earlier, definite attempt, probably multiple. Couldn't tell you from where. They hide their tracks too well. Lava wall stops them, but there's no way to backtrack their location. All security hubs have been audited in preparation. Laser, camera, and door controls are all reacting as designed. New turret will be installed and ready on schedule. Yes, I'll put it in the report later.
Sorry, janitor. Yep, I'm definitely not getting the ghost achievement. Trophy. Whatever you call it. And look, there's the guy I knocked out before.
The room is booked for an important conference call. Don't we need it to discuss the new codes? The NSEC won't be happy when he learns they haven't been implemented.
He already knows we keep using the codes agreed on in the last meeting.
Where am I going? Elevator.
Please, sir, turn...
Oh. Wait a minute. Am I back in the... I'm in the lobby. Oh good, it didn't glitch again. Because that is the biggest issue I have in Human Revolution. That save bug that I ran into in the Rucker mission. Like, how could you let that happen, Eidos? I love you and this game, but seriously, that shouldn't have happened. Who's the guy in there?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a restricted area. Only authorized personnel are allowed past this point.
Thanks for the information.
But who's that guy?
This is trouble. Trouble, come quick! Not like this, not like this. Somebody help!
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Ah! Damn it. I pressed that. I wanted to know who that guy is. I know who the other guy is because I knocked him out and figured it out, but now I want to know who this guy is. Oh, fuck you.
Trace program initiated.
Kick a guy while he's down, why don't you?
Access granted.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a restricted area. Only authorized personnel are allowed past this point.
Thanks for the information.
Panic ending.
wonder what that was.
Well, it's not letting me talk to him, so whatever. Janicek. Well, he has nothing on him, so... Surprise visit. Coordinate with the Tarvos people. Last minute changes, but an important client makes demands. Somebody have to make concessions. Security is our major concern. Without satisfied customers, we'll be safeguarding an entry. Masaki, Mr. Oshiro, understand that VersaLife is a very important client. And Page Industries is one of our biggest accounts, but this kind of security protocol overrides sets a dangerous precedent. Don't have to tell you, there is a reason corporate vaults visits are scheduled long in advance. Particular cases doubly inconvenient so soon after the installation of the new turret system. Let me look this guy up, because I looked up the other guy, and I figured out, and I realized where I went wrong with him, but I want to know what's his story, because he's the other guy. Janicek. What's his shtick? I guess, Janicek. So, apparently you can only go into Executive Vault A and not B. B is locked off, from what I understand. Well, I'm gonna redo that, because I don't want to knock him out if I can help it. Well, by knock out, I mean compromise anything in the future. Because I did that with Romanic, and look how well that turned out. Yep, bear with the trial and errors, people. First time playthrough, after all. It's not so simple as most other games. And I'm a bit of a slowpoke when it comes to that stuff. And an obsessive compulsive one at that. Open the door, get it over with.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna attack him this time. Use the vault card. I never hacked into the security here.
Personnel only in this area, sir. Excuse me, sir. You're not authorized to access this area.
I never took over this area. Last time, so let's make up for that.
Anomaly detected.
Shitting me.
Program initiated. Access granted.
That went okay. VIP rooms A and B. What do you mean, trick? Didn't Zeb show you around when you started? There's a simple security 101 email that clearly explains things. Check the image I attached so you don't search for it hours like I'm sure you've already been doing. What's inside? The password is P34T45WF, and the name is Ander, no S. How do we access the VIP rooms A and B? It's a trick, right? I guess in a new guy prank. Huh. VIP rooms A and B. Huh. Palisade, and there's a... Rooms... VIP rooms. All staff clear for any confusion with the security locker process. Simple recap. It's a client key card for each of the two rooms, but unlocking the card reader, the lockers rise up from the ground, lasers turn off, and the security is lowered. Client can then access his or her locker. Once the client leaves the room, it's the responsibility of the guards that the room reinitiate the security system, in which case the key card readers is relocked, the lockers lower back into the ground, and lasers turn on, and security is raised once again. In the event that there is emergency breach, terror attack, fire, flood, whatever, an automatic lockdown will be initiated that will seal off access to the VIP lockers by sending the lockers back down to the ground if activated, locking them in place if they're stored. Now everyone should be on the same page. Ander. Yep, we already know. VIP rooms to both of them. A wall with Palisade. And where is the executive offices? Corporate vaults. K L D. Nope. L V D 6681. Robots turn off. Turn off. Ah, so we can go into B. Okay. So the VIP vaults are the executive safes. Open and open. So I can break into both of them, and after all... Well, we already combed through A, but I want to double check just in case. Funny enough, most of them were empty. This was an exit out of here at one point. Well, we could have either done that trick or just hack the security. Either way works, right? I don't see this wall they're going on about. Maybe it's in Vault D. We save.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Multi-tools and breach software. Six, 6, 4, 1. Money. Ah, there it is, right over there. So it's not outside the vault, it's in the vault, relatively speaking. Nice lighting over the one right there, buddy. Praxis kit. Okay, let's double check. Did I do everything? Here, there, and there. Good. Secret switch. More creds in Europazine. More biocell replacement. Done. And computer with the code I found. AK. Same one. I think. Turn that off. And we have raided the bank successfully a second time. Well, the half that I missed anyway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
There's a security room that I was in. Nothing in here, huh? Alright, so we've cleared out both vaults. Turns out all I had to do was just raid the security office. But I didn't do it because I didn't want to mess anything else up more than I already had. Alright, damn it. I'm slacking. Down to the corporate vaults.
The access card worked, Alex. I'm in the elevator, heading down.
Janus is good, man. He said security measures prevent wireless communications near the vault, so you and I will lose contact soon.
Meaning I'll be on my own from here on in.
Just until you enter the VersaLife vault and plug the data rod into their terminal. Janus should be able to contact you directly once it's installed. He had me load a bunch of malware on it. Of course, you have to reach the vault access room and call down the VersaLife vault first. If you're stopped by security...
Yep. Lost contact. Ah, side path right here, huh? Right behind the waterfall.
is running a final systems check before fully activating it.
Better safe than sorry. Imagine the damage one of those ceiling-mounted turrets malfunction.
No danger of that. Both Yannisek and Mr. Oshiro have overview on the auto systems.
Didn't help that engineer. What? A few years back?
An engineer or a corporate spawn? You got what you need there. Better get back to it or we'll get ours.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Disable turret.
No clients. Confirmed.
Can confirm.
Chips, chips, and more chips.
All clear.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Turn off.
All systems functional. Confirmed.
I would just stuff a shelf like that between the desk. You can barely open the damn thing. Looks like the break room. That's where I was. I also was.
Security systems active. Confirm.
Updated, as you were.
I heard something. Wait for confirm.
Stay low key.
And security team knocked out. Honestly, I think the tranquilizer gun is way better in this game than it was in the last one. With the first game, you had to be very careful where you aimed with it. And it wasn't until you found an upgrade for it to lock onto targets it was honestly better. Whereas with this, I honestly think it's a lot more accurate. No need for that targeter like before. Were there any corporate vaults? I know the Tai Young medical one was in the staircase. And I already raided that one, so I think we're good there.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Wow, I wasted my energy solving that. The vault.
Just in case somehow you can hear me, I'm about to call down the Versalite vault, Alex.
They even got sofas in here. Really? What, is this a bomb shelter or something? Holy crap, that's a lot of data. Data up the wazoo. They even got directory brochures right here. What the hell? Nice horse painting. That's the Versalife vault. Wait a minute, didn't I have a key for another vault? Tarvos vault. Yeah, where is that? I don't know where that is. Tarvos vault. Tarvos vault. Yeah, I found the Tai Young one. Picus Vault. Apparently, there is no vault for that one. I already did the Picus one. Let me double check. Hold on a second. I'm just, I'm checking. Versalife I'm about to do. I can't remember where, I know I found the first one, the Tai Young, but I don't know where to find the other ones. Well, I'll figure it out. A little bit. Okay.
Janice, can you hear me?
Yes. The link is weak, but I can strengthen it.
Wait, what are you doing?
The data rod contains a secret program. It's flagging everything it finds on Project Orchid and sending it to me.
Wait, that's an audio file. Can I hear it?
Hello?
Bob, it's Megan. Those orchid samples you told my new assistant to send to Switzerland?
I asked him not to bother you with that.
It's okay.
It's Megan Reed.
But it's just... I've never heard of this GARM facility before.
A recent acquisition. I'll have to take you there someday.
That's not necessary. Listen, the changes we make to the orchid's Cas enzymes, they're incredibly dangerous. Until we perfect the replacement-based fragment, GARM's researchers must keep a neutralizing enzyme on hand.
I've read your reports, Megan. I know all about the failures of the CRISPR molecule. I'm even keeping a sample of the neutralizer inside a secure vault in case your research gets corrupted.
You are?
Trust me, you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. I just wanted to be sure this time. Good night, Bob.
Good night, my dear.
Ugh.
Megan.
Dr. Reed, you seem disappointed. She joined VersaLife shortly before Seraph Industries closed. I assumed you knew.
Apparently not.
I don't suppose you know anything about this facility in Switzerland.
GARM? I've been digging into it ever since your ex said the name. It was a geological research center until 2025, when Bell Tower Associates bought it. They didn't list it on their balance sheet when they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I guess they also forgot to mention the Spec Ops unit that went AWOL. I have to get to GARM.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai. If Paige sent them the Orchid.
That's everything. Unless they're storing something physical in there. Either way, I suggest you leave soon. With the vault in that position, you should be able to exit through the shaft. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And please don't forget the data rod when you leave.
Okay. Hydraulics pumps. Megan. So focused on her work that she has no fucking clue what evil she's contributing to. Oblivious to the next. Dr. Malcolm would like a long discussion with you, sweetheart. I'm just saying. You know, she's pretty much everything that Dr. Malcolm warns about. AJ090921, Patient X. Wait a minute. AJ, Patient X. This is Adam Jensen's file. MA32. Blood O RHD negative. DNA analysis of sample taken shows unusually high presence of mutagenic chemicals in the primary strand. These don't appear to be harmful, however. In fact, X appears to be healthier and more resilient to infection than most subjects of a similar age and ethnic background. Although admittedly this is based on personal observation only, access to X's medical files and history is not possible at this time. Yeah, Megan had gone behind Adam's back and studied him and used him as a blueprint for his original augmentations, or at least the ones that Seraph had at the time, and hence why he was able to take well to them. On On top of the fact that we eventually learned that Adam, of course, was not naturally born. He was a genetic experiment from a science project long ago that his adoptive parents defected from and rescued him from. More interesting to note, however, is that what these chemicals do when isolated and introduced to the PDOT cluster in less than 24 hours, artificial materials within the cluster have been completely encapsulated in a thick, semi-permeable coating of subject's own neural tissue. In effect, the invaders are being disguised as part of subject's nervous system. Tests have yet to be concluded, but it is my belief that PDOT clusters built with this unique DNA signature will be undetectable to the human immune system. Bond between what a nervous system and what his external device will blur to such an extent that no glial tissue built-up will occur. Neuropathy may no longer be needed. Yep, I think it's the same file from Human Revolution. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like. Prague Vault. Colin, thank you again for making this trip. Palisade exits will be waiting for you. Everything has been set up for your visit to our company's vault. You might find some interesting data in there. The code to this computer, blah blah blah. In case you need to access it, we'll be able to leave the pocket circulating there for next time. Bob. For Colin Harris. It's a lot of health. Is there anything I can leave behind? Yeah. I got a lot of these, and a lot of these. I don't think I really need the extra health, really. And this, whatever that is. Five, 8, 9, 6, K, L, O. No. K, L, M, O. 1, B, N. Megan. King Bob. Wow. Quite the ego. Megan Reed. Hi, Bob. Was just talking about you. Good things, I hope. Chatting with Gary. Of course, good. You've seen some great results in the last 12 months with the gene strain. I didn't get the details, of course. He's very hush-hush about these things. I'm sure he'll fill me in. Progress on Orchid. Promising. Latest test results show almost no CM buildup, which indicates less glial interference. What about the metability problem? Still struggling with that, but we have the inside track on a neutralizing agent. Taking advantage of its binary nature. Wonderful, congratulations. We're all very excited. Certainly makes working with this thing less stressful. Good, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks, Bob. See you soon. She made a bioweapon. Ugh, what an idiot. Why is she shutting me out? I need access to the site. Orion instant messaging. From Everett. That's, that's, Kassan's, original, creator. She's not shutting you out. She's just being careful. The eyes of the world are still watching. Which is exactly why I need access. We have equipment down there. Sensitive equipment. It needs to be recovered before the ocean completely destroys it. I know, trust me. I just helped Bell Tower get rid of the same thing from your other underwater lab. Lucius put Elizabeth in charge of this one. Her position at the HWO makes it easier. She'll send you everything she recovers as soon as it's safe enough to do so. We need to move carefully, Bob, now more than ever. Okay, so that's detailing the attempted recovery of Eliza Kassan, the original one, before she scrambled herself out of Panchaea when the facility went down and the Hydron project went kaput. Colin Harris. Mr. Page, the Shackleton facility is almost ready for full operation and everything has been laid out according to your specifications. All the equipment has been moved in minus a few incidentals. One of the incubators was broken in transit. Living quarters are fully stocked as well. Personnel are scheduled for transfer next week. Will you be wanting to brief them in person? We are experiencing some issues with the transfer of experiments from New Mexico, specifically the bovine manipulation project. It may be prudent to wait until a later date, but I will leave the final decision up to you, Colin. Huh. Okay, let me double check on everything here before I open the vault. Pretty lightly guarded, despite everything. And by lightly, I mean easily hackable.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Orchid neutralizing enzyme. Ah, so we have an antidote.
Janus, can you hear me? I think I found that neutralizing enzyme Megan and Paige were talking about.
We don't have a lot of time, Mr. Jensen. We'll lose contact.
No problem, I got this one. I might be able to save a life or two with this, if the Orchid shows up again.
Well, look at that. There are vaults hidden down here. So it wasn't just Tai Young Medical. I might just be able to get the vaults after all. The Picus Vault. So the rest of them are all in the elevator shaft. Just like the Tai Young one. Talos Rucker. Or was it? Did it say it? I think it's. For a second, I saw it say Picus, Talos Rucker card, but I think it was Picus, the Picus card.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access
I
granted.
missed data. Oh well. Data scan is filled. Triangle code. They're harmless, hopefully. Nuke virus. I am filled on reveal software. Ah! God damn it. I hate it when it does that. Prague visit. Sandrin Assad. Allo-Sandrin. I hope Alex has given you your literary for Prague by now. If not, poke him soon. The appointment is already scheduled. Palisade will be sending you a confirmation. Also, pick up the storage package from Gary on Friday. He'll run you through where he has what is the vault itself. You may need to access some of the files on the vault computer. Password is so on and so forth. Finally, I'm glad that you decided to take my advice and spend a few extra days there. Enjoy the city. It's beautiful. Bon voyage. Amelia. Look at that. That's Eliza. Different models of Eliza. This was these are like the blueprint files. Sheesh. Yes, this is where they put her creation, her you know, her blueprints. N3WS M4KER. It's Newsmaker with the numbers. We've already on it, Morgan. We've been working on something here since the broadcast aired. I think our best strategy is to simply flood the infosphere with rumors about what really happened. We have a window here while confusion reigns. The more contrasting information we put out there, the better. People are looking to believe in something. The more it matches their prejudices, the more likely they'll latch on to that fact. In other words, fake news. We even have a name for the whole initiative, the AUG incident. Sounds good, right? Perfect amount of gravitas with just a little blame thrown in. It's testing off the charts. We're thinking of running daily extended segments, as well as hourly reports. This thing will be huge. Here are a few angles we're working on. It was caused by a single evil man, a supervillain. Darrow, of course. This is playing well to a certain demographic. As a side note, we've been looking to cast a lone hero or whatever. You know, found long after the incident, after the initial incident, possibly floating in the ocean, but we haven't found anyone suitable. Might be better to imply the presence of a secretive, solitary hero who sacrificed himself to save the world. What do you think? The Augmented were victims of some kind of conspiracy, or maybe they were part of one. This stuff sells. There are people out there that will believe in anything. We mentioned some shadowy cabal, a corporate blunder, another one for the soiled masses. I don't think we want to target any particular company. There will be some slinging at Tai Young Medical since they distributed that chip just before the AUG incident. See how that occurred, but I think we're okay with that. Let's be honest, that whole industry will be dead soon anyway. That's just a start. I think we can completely swamp that initial broadcast, and within a week no one will know what really happened. But everyone will think they know. Besides, the truth is most people won't care what caused it. They already have someone to blame, all the surviving Augmented. As for our other problem, until we get her back online and in line, we're looking to roll back versions. Tech is on it. They're confident she'll be tractable soon. We have a problem. That broadcast out of Panchaea is causing ripples where we don't want them. She has to be brought back into the fold, and this situation has to be controlled. I want this fixed ASAP, Morgan. Yeah, it's where Eliza went rogue and started helping Adam out, until she was eventually replaced with a backup. I understand your Morgan, I understand your reasoning, but I still think letting him die would be safer. However, I'll acquiesce your judgment. I have had a chance to examine Eliza, And it definitely will be a good starting point for the M Initiative. We need a name for this. Mandrake, Morpheus, Master something. Morpheus. I looked it up before. Morpheus is apparently the name of an AI in the original Deus Ex. So again, this is all prequel leading up to the original game. I wouldn't worry about complete isolation, but I'm not sure the program is sophisticated enough to cause any trouble on its own. Besides, where would it hide? BP. You know, the more I think about it, the original Deus Ex, it really needs a remaster. A complete remake, remaster, overhaul. It really does. Get that game back to market, seriously. Along with its sequel, Invisible War, which was unfairly maligned by pretty much everyone when it's, from what I understand, a far better game than most people say it is. Hello, Bob. We have some things to discuss. My friend, I think, it's going to happen sooner rather than later. He puts on a good front, but Roman says as soon as the rest of us leave, he practically collapses. Has to be almost carried to his bed. Thankfully, the cryopod is ready. We have to be ready as well. The council grows more divided every day, but I believe approaching them one at a time, and showing them some of our unauthorized projects will pull them back on track. On that note, I've branched the ELIZA program from a backup version for the M Initiative. Yup. Have you had a chance to look at it yet? I want to know just how it got out of control like that. The current live version that is running is a regression. It should be safe enough. I only hope we are able to isolate it completely. Yup. Like I said. Yeah, leaving that sounds good. Aligned. Letting him die would be safer. I think they're referring to Adam right there, since they were in contact. Him and ELIZA. Time for a monthly. Great job last month, by the way. Numbers are up, access the board, accepting Pica Sports, but that was expected. We'll have to find some way of generating interest in augmented athletics in this anti-AUG climate, or generate interest in non-AUG sports. Long shot, we've already seen what can be done, right? Anyway. All divisions, cut all items about retribution violence against AUGs. No more AUG killing sprees. No more AUG hunts. Sentiment is shifting slightly towards empathy. We don't want that. Increase coverage of the Taggart registry code, and maybe start running stories on AUG producers instead. Could be interesting to focus on the danger posed by black market suppliers. Pike is confidential. Do we have any dirt on high-profile individuals? That are augmented, but have kept it hidden. Sorry, text message was up. Love to have a few exposes in this segment. Work up something lurid if possible. It has to pop. Great job, everyone. Keep up the good work. Okay.
Access granted.
That went a lot easier than I expected. Credits. And multi-tools. Huh. It shows a file. I picked up a file before that allowed me, that was, that had the nanoblade schematics, but it won't let me pick anything up here. Huh. I don't know if they can be collected I don't know if I had to collect them before I did the Healy quest or not. Well, now that I know that all of the vaults, or at least 2 of the other vaults, are in the elevator shaft, when I get the Picus card again next time, I'll come down here, get this, and then do the Healy quest. Yeah, I never went further down the shaft before because I didn't want to cause something I didn't want to do. But turns out it wasn't that bad anyway. So so I definitely have extra food for thought for when I do the game again next time. And there's in the other vault. Huh. Hack this one for fun. Get some data.
Access granted.
Well, look at that. It's the FEMA guard mercenary outfit from the previous game. Same color, same shoulder pads, same everything. Nice little Easter egg they left. And this is the bell tower armor. The FEMA suit and the bell tower suit. And the bell tower suit is butt ugly. Ugh. Like they tried to fuse like a flak bomber jacket with the Renaissance design, and it just looks hideous, honestly. Nice helmet. David, go into our vault and have a look. The computer code is blah 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 blah. Check the access logs for dates and get back to me. Please be advised I have logged on scheduled access to some of the vaults here by the CTO, Palisade, Masaki Oshiro. I have approached this individual and been rebuffed, citing security concerns. Whoa, what is this? EMP ammo for the rifle, huh? And a laser targeting system. It's a new version of the assault rifle. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with it. examine. A variant of the FR-27 SFR. Widely deployed combat long-arm firearm used by military forces, corporate security, and special police and tactical units. The small has been upgraded for urban warfare against augmented enemies, fires a 3-round burst with compressed air rotary helix, and uses fin-stabilized discarding sabot NATO flechette ammunition with electromagnetic pulse capabilities. So it's basically an EMP version of the generic rifle. Well, I'll take the EMP rounds, but I don't think I need the actual gun, to be perfectly honest. Could be handy. Don't care for mines. Anything I want to upgrade? I already have burst, so that's good. Huh. Has Widowmaker on it, eh? Yeah, I'm not gonna take it. Sniper rifle ammo. L K M N O 1 2 5 9 K M no K N M L. Session we're talking about, have the rest of the record on file. Andy, Page, blah 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 blah, St. John Floaks Cross. That you categorically deny any knowledge of the methods utilized by personnel in your employ. ASJF, you will prefer to my preferred statement. QB, we have already prepared your statement, Mr. St. John Floaks. I'm trying to ascertain the facts in the face of these very serious allegations. Human trafficking, war crimes, unspeakable experimentation on allegations only. That bell tower is even suspected of such. Atrocities of on the word of known cyber criminals is a travesty. They are known anarchists. Source the proof does not repudiate it, sir. The events of the Australian offensive are part of the public record. We are under contract to the South Australian Federation. It was war. That excuse was stale decades ago. Private military contractors have been brought low by less. The information that came out of Rifleman Bank Station, nothing but hearsay, and we've suffered for it already. Sir, in the court of public opinion, you're already guilty. I strongly suspect that the future of Bell Tower Associates is not, and cut. So the fall of Bell Tower. How much is this going to hurt us? Frankly, not much. We're going to have to downsize somewhat. That's fine, but contract-wise, Many of our existing clients will be on board. They know the same management will be behind the new name. Many of the same personnel. All good news. My worry is keeping the transfer out of the public eye. The public are idiots. Once this all blows over, they'll completely forget the name Bell Tower Associates. So you don't think the Tarvel security brand will be affected? That's what rebranding is all about in your job, right? Yes. Okay, so Bell Tower is technically, in a matter of speaking, not gone. They just rebranded under a new name. Huh. So they never left. Not really, anyway. Good day, Luther. Just a quick message to keep you up to date. Tai Young Medical has re-upped as expected. Mostly the same personnel will stay in place. The new uniforms will have to be shipped as soon as available. The contract in Brunei has been approved. It took a lot of negotiating, but I was able to sway them. It's a big one. They're looking for us to provide upwards of 300 troops. They'll be patrolling Bandar Seri Begawan and a number of their offshore oil concerns. Palisade Property Bank in Prague has also come on board. Much of their security is automated, but they feel a physical presence is necessary for them to promote the sense of safety and security their clientele have come to expect. I'm not going to argue with them. Small output of manpower for now, but I get the sense they will be expanding soon. All in all, Tarvo security is picking up right where we left off. Brian. Yup. Bell Tower back with a new name, like they never left.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Revolver piercing rounds. Huh. These old outfits. Wanted. Wait a minute, look at that. Garvin Quinn. Yeah, I remember him. He was in the expansion in Human Revolution that that tied up the story more in the segment where Adam went from Hengsha to Singapore in the last act of the game, and the expansion, you know, more or less filled in the blank. And you met with him, and it turns out if I recall correctly, he was actually a member of the Juggernaut Collective, and he was, he made contact with Jensen, helped him out, and at the end of the expansion, he reported to somebody. And I can only assume, if my memory serves, he is a member of the collective and was the first to get Adam on board, or at least the first to make contact with him to eventually lead him to Janus. And look at that, speak of the devil, Janus. So yeah, Tarvos is investigating the Juggernaut Collective. So Garvin, I wonder if we'll ever run into Garvin again in another game. Would love it if that were the case. I'm tempted to take the rifle with me, but I don't know if I'll be able to do so. I mean, what would be the point? I already have a combat rifle to switch on the fly. Or not. Okay, the combat rifle cannot switch to EMP rifle. Or maybe it can. And it can only do 2 at a time. Let me see. Hold on a second. Regular. Piercing, EMP. Let me drop the piercing. It won't get rid of it. Let me save. Ah, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, it's hidden on. It's EMP only. It won't switch. I don't understand. I can't believe it. It doesn't work with the regular rifle. God damn it. Well, glad I checked. That sucks. It can't switch to EMP. I'm stuck with it as it is. This kind of sucks, to be honest. Not that I need the MPN, honestly. Since I got a shotgun that can handle it. And I got a lot of Europazine. Hey. Okay. I'm almost done, so I can go and get it whenever you're ready. Okay. Just Dad coming in. Okay, how's my space? Regular, EMP. I'll take it along. I'll take the EMP gun and drop it off at my house. Okay, so a good trip down memory lane with all this stuff. Silencer. Silencer for what? Nah, everything's filled. Except for this. there's the Tai Young Medical Vault. So, for future reference, now I know where they all are. They're all in the elevator shaft. Which is kind of funny, to be honest. Like, really? Of all the places you would hide that, the elevator shaft.
Miller, it's Jensen. I've got a lead on the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai.
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Just hear me out. There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't. I'm en route to Prague now. She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out there. Miller out.
He sounds pissed. So we're going to Garm. Okay. Oh, I now have access to Diwali territory.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours.
Really?
I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
The fix. Okay, but first, let's go sell some junk.
It's Delara. I managed to find out some information on that Marchenko guy you asked me to look into.
What'd you get?
Well, for starters, he wasn't always Viktor Marchenko. Shit. I have to go. My appointment just showed up. I sent what I found to your email. Hope it helps.
Thanks, Delara. I'll check it out.
To my email, she says.
Come on in. Weapons
Come on. I sell to
How long should we
anyone.
keep looking?
Even crazy
Just keep
you.
searching.
You have credits?
No, you got a real...
Okay, let's get rid... I'll sell the EMP. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. I don't see anything else. I never found this grenade launcher. I don't know for the life of me where it is.
Maybe later.
Fucking clinks.
Should we keep looking?
You're really bad at stealth, you know that?
Okay, I'm gonna double back to base, save there, read my email that Delara sent, and when I come back, we will read said email, go do this other side mission for Kohler, which will hopefully get rid of my overclocking condition, and we will be on the money.
Makes a man says you what jump.
Looks like Mr. Black's office has been cleaned out. Yeah, look at that. All the stuff that was here is gone. Counterterrorism. And there's my computer. Alright, so the heist is done. And when I come back, we will read the email that Dolores sent me. We're gonna go take care of more business with Kohler, and then we will head to Garm. And we will finish the second of the... And we will finish, we'll have finished the second of the 3 visits to Prague, and we'll be... And then after Garm, we'll be like 2/3 done with the game. So, I'm gonna go take a dinner break, and when I come back, we'll resume.